In this video, I'm going to give you 5 tips how to read and choose between different roofing estimates. Every week I cover roofing news and we see this trend. More and more homeowners are getting scammed by roofers only because they don't know how to read the estimate or how to pick the right contractor. I hope this video will help you on your journey to find a roofing contractor. If you have any more questions for me or would like me to answer in the next video, comment them below. I read all of my comments and I make videos just like this one to explain you anything roofing related topics. Let's go. If you're receiving a roofing estimate, the first thing you want to pay attention to is their information. Do they have their address? Do they have their license? Very simple stuff and very easy to Google and to actually track it. A lot of scammers these days can pretend to be different company. We have seen one in Minneapolis just like this past summer. They were pretending to be the company when in reality they have not. If that homeowner would call the office, they would find out that that sales rep does not work for the company. As a result, they were scamming people for a lot of people. Later, they've been arrested. So police did stop that scam. But again, you have to check the information. If you're spending north of $20,000 on a project, it's not a bad idea to actually drive to the address listed on that estimate just to check who is there. Are they been there for a while or it's a brand new company? Do they even have physical location? Think about the exit strategy. Think about potential cancellation or disputes. How are you gonna deal with the disputes if you cannot find the company, if you cannot call the office and complain to someone? Those little details should be on their estimate: phone number, license, address, all of those things. If they don't have it or they don't list it, it's a red flag. My second tip is pay attention to the quantity of materials. Roofing goes by the squares. Roofers measure roofs by the square. 1 square is the area of the roof. 10 feet by 10 feet, that's 1 square. Typical roofing job, average roofing job in the United States is about 20 squares. That is 2,000 square feet. Bigger house is gonna be 30-40 squares, and very tiny houses in downtown areas will be 15-18. That's your averages. It's not hard to measure. Majority of the roofing contractors these days will buy aerial imagery reports from Eagle View or Roof Orders, and the reason they do that is because they don't want to risk their lives and climb the roofs for no reasons. It's so much easier to spend $10, $15, $20 to get accurate aerial measurement report to provide you an estimate. But some of them, especially on the scammer side, they like to round things up. They don't like accuracy, which is a red flag for the homeowner. If your roofer does not like accuracy, cannot prepare the estimate or waste factor for the materials he's about to sell or purchase for your project, would you trust that estimate? Would you trust that contractor or that price, that it's a reasonable price? Some roofers will put number 1 and the price next to it. I have seen it many times. In itself, by itself, it's not a big deal. It's not a problem. Maybe they round it up and they just want to give you, bulk price. $38,000, and description will tell you what are you getting for that price. Complete replacement, removal of old materials, install new materials, dumpster, all of that stuff. But ask yourself this question, and maybe ask your salesperson or your roofer why there's no quantity, why it's number 1, what that number 1 represents. The reason it's important because in case you have disputes will always be about scope of work or payment. So how can you argue scope of work if they can claim that they bid on 2,200 square feet and your house is 28 squares? Things like attachment to your house, like is your garage attached? Is your shed attached? Is it included in this estimate? You're not gonna know if there's number 1 instead of actual squares. So those details are very important. Pay attention, ask questions, maybe even ask a question: is this included? Is that included? What if they are just doing repairs? What if they just decided to do half of your roof because insurance company only paying for half of the roof, but you thinking you're getting full roof replaced, right? So those little disputes usually come from the scope of work and description. So Always go with a roofer who has the most accurate estimate with the most accurate description and actually put amount of squares for materials he is selling you. Tip number 3, pay attention to details and names even on accessory materials. Oftentimes, roofers will lead with lead shingle. It can be owings corning duration, GF timberline, certain teeth, landmark. Those are brand names and line names. Just like you have Toyota Camry, that's your GF Timberline, right? The most popular, you know the brand and you know the line. Now, what your roofer might not tell you that he might not use quality underlayment materials, synthetic felt paper, ice and water, and might use generic ones. Now, I'm not accusing them for actually doing it, but good roofer should know what kind of materials, underlayments he's using it, and he should be able to put it in his contract, in his estimate. Are you getting high grade or cheap grade? Difference in price is huge. So if you're paying $40,000-$50,000, it means you have good size roof. Going from premium to generic brand to builder's grade might save that roofer a couple $1,000s on all accessories, and you would not even know it. Especially important if it's insurance claim. So if you have a roof right now with the premium materials, it's your roofer's job to replace it with likewise quality. So if he's only putting in writing what shingles he's using, but saving and cheating on all other accessories, but still getting full check from insurance company and insurance actually paying for premium materials. You see what's happening here? He's a cheater, you're not getting what you're supposed to get, and simply asking those questions, ask him to specify, hey, what kind of underlayment am I getting? Is it a synthetic felt paper by this brand? Is it premium? Is it mid-grade? Is it builder's grade? Important questions if you're the consumer. And absolute no reason for your roofer to try to hide it. Roofers install roofs every single day, so they do know what products they use. They do it by default. They're not trying to reinvent the wheel on every single job. So if they're not putting it in writing, there's a reason behind it, and it's probably not a good one. Fourth thing to look at is warranty information and details, how the warranty will be registered, who is providing that warranty. Sometimes roofers like to sell you marketing materials from big brands, saying things like, oh, we sell lifetime warranty shingles, not realizing that they're actually installing 10-year shingles if they're not registering those warranties. So make sure in that estimate or contract that your roofer is pitching you their detailed information about a warranty, and it's coming your way after the installation. Oftentimes, the roofer will not do 1 or 2 extra steps after the job is done, like registering your job with the manufacturer, uploading receipts for materials he used on that property. Why? Because it's a lot of work. Sometimes if he cheated on materials before, he can't even get you qualified for that warranty, because manufacturers, in order to give you the best warranty, will require 3-4 accessories, sometimes all 5 accessories for your roof made by that brand. So roofer who is cheating on materials and who is lazy to register the warranty with manufacturers will not do all of those steps, but you might be thinking that you're getting all of it because there's a marketing promise. They're selling you lifetime warranty shingles. In reality, you're getting 10-year product. In case of the claim, you're going to be on your own because someone did not do their job. So it's good that they put in writing 50-year warranty or 25-year warranty, but ask them this question. Are they actually registering? Who is behind the warranty? Is it the company? Is it the manufacturer? How did they get certificate for the actual warranty, because you cannot use that estimate for it? Those questions are important to ask before you hire a roofer. And the last one, number 5, look for cancellation fee, or ask a question if there is a price to cancel in case you're going to change your mind. I have seen it over and over again. We're actually dealing with a CE mark roofing and construction in Florida right now. Tons of homeowners trying to get their money back. Companies going bankrupt, and they are trying to enforce 25% cancellation fees on their contracts. Many homeowners did not know they got it. Some of them did know it, but did not know the company going to get in financial trouble. It's very important to understand cancellation fee before you even sign the contract. Usually high percentage cancellation fee belong to roofers who like to pressure homeowners. If that's your style, be aware that that company probably operates that way. I have no problem with the cancellation fees. They just have to be reasonable. There's nothing wrong with the roofer trying to reimburse himself for his time, especially in insurance claims. So if your roofer meets the adjuster, communicates with insurance company, I mean, that time is valuable. So please pay attention to what he does and respect his time. He's not doing it for free. Maybe have something in writing where you're gonna pay him hourly rate of $100, $150 an hour for his time, for his efforts to get your roof approved. But if it's 25% of $50,000 job, it's not reasonable for a couple phone calls. That's just my take. It's your decision to make if you're gonna go with this contractor or not. But before you do, before you sign the contract, make sure you understand the cancellation fee, read that agreement, read the fine print. If you have any questions for me about those contracts, or if you have currently estimates and you're just puzzled, you can send it to us. Our company, directory.com, actually have it as a free service. It's called Fair Price Check. You can go to directory.com, you can upload your estimates from roofers or any other trade for free. Myself or one of my representatives will review those estimates and will tell you our honest opinion who we think is a better fit for your project. Check out directory.com, sponsor of this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.